Hey all, this is just a major announcement video. I've been pushing off doing it for a while because it's really unscripted. There's no beats to hit. This is just roaring off the cuff. And I think I've found a way to give it the due diligence that it deserves. But it's about time that I come clean and just talk about some things. Like reactions to YTPs and all that sort of stuff and meme related videos, those compilations. It just isn't fun anymore. It isn't what it was. I think people could tell that by how much less excited my reactions to YTPs were. So really, in the future, I'm going to be slowly fading them off. I kind of already am, but they'll be noticeably just dipping over time more and more. The deadline I have set now for it is to end YTP reactions in spring until April. So April will be the last YTP reaction forever. I had been losing sleep over whether I was going to make this announcement and confirm a deadline to just end it off, because it was, you know, the foundation of how I've grown to how I have when you really face it. But I really need to distance myself, like drama in the past and just being tied down to that one thing. I don't want to just niche in it anymore. There's so many more creative ventures that I can, and it just gets tiring to do the YTP reactions. It just seems too repetitive. It gets stale, and it was YTPs more often than not that did shadow ban my old channel, and I don't necessarily know if I want to take that risk again of possibly getting terminated because I keep on doing them because of the edgy stuff. So we'll probably just do a like hour-long marathon of YTPs that I'm just reacting to. So if you've got any requests, you know, if anything, now is the time. Go in the comments and just type away, just spam away like on what you want me to watch in the future, because we've only got until April before I just completely end it off and just give it a send-off. So yeah, basically YTP reactions will be ending in spring. I don't have fun doing them anymore. It's not what it was. And I know the toys are going to come out the pram for some people. They're just going to lose it like, oh, I've lost all respect for you, and oh, unsubscribed. Well, I mean, go ahead, there's the door. You can leave. You've got full permission to. I'm not deleting, you know, my past YTP reactions. I won't pull a Liberator and get rid of everything, or, you know, try and run from what I was. I was proud of being a YTP reactor at the time, but things have just changed. I've changed as a person. They're not funny anymore. It's just the same thing over and over. I'd like to move on to, you know, bigger and better things and keep upping the levels. So doing that, it just, the creativity, the layers are kind of stripped away. So if I do something more creative, like my music endeavors and the writing stuff, because I'm starting on like a story stuff, etc., that's more of my originality. It's something I've created. I don't feel like I'm capitalizing on adding something to something that already exists, not the transformative kind anyway. At least crafting something of my own envisioning that isn't something with the minimal edits and just throwing in some comments here and there. And some people will probably say, oh, you've changed and I don't like you, but haven't we all? I mean, I've grown up, you've probably grown up in that time and don't find the same things funny. We all evolve. So in the end, I never was really going to be able to do it forever. It's held up well. It's done wonders for the channel, and I'm happy everyone was happy to see it. But if you want to leave, then you can announce your departure like it's an airport or something in the comments. You can hate on me in the comments. I'm not running from it. I'm not disabling the comments or anything. Just, if you want to vent, then vent. If you want to request a YTP and just, you know, give it the send-off that you want to see, then go ahead and do that. I don't mind either way. So where does that leave my channel in the future, you may ask? That I'm just burning down the foundations of what probably in many people's perspective had made me get to the point that I have. Well, I'd like to do some more written work, some more musical endeavors, something originally made by myself that isn't just a transforming something someone else has done into my own with commentary, because while it does fall under fair use, I'd like to make something crafted fully by me and have the envisionments come out and it sort of just play out from my own hands. I don't want to have to go off someone else's things to add my own bit to it. It doesn't seem like something that would be sustainable in longevity, really. It isn't ending reactions as a whole, don't get me wrong, we'll still be doing some reactions, but just not of that kind of YTPs. It has massively just lost its punch, really, and I'm not going to keep on doing something I don't really care for, so I'd like to move on to doing short film stuff. I'd like to do written work. I'd like to poetry even. Who knows, probably vlogging stuff in the future, because I do have that camera up there, the Panasonic, that I've been intending to use for quite a while now to start filming some stuff. I hope this makes somewhat coherent sense to everyone out there, because these update videos are always awkward to do when they come around. I don't really know how to speak directly into the camera so real and raw like this, but maybe I'll master the art in the future. But sustainability for the longevity side of the channel, to just do transforming one's work into my own by way of commentary, it just doesn't seem like something that would be sustainable for growth in the future. The YTP Reactions playlist is still in the comments, but I mean, people are gonna say what they're gonna say, and I can't please everyone, so it is what it is. I can only give you my opinion that the content's going to change for the better, because I'm going to be able to put 150% into everything, rather than the, let's be honest, from my own back telling to you guys, probably 65-70% that I'd put into the YTP reaction stuff. So I can fully go all in if I'm going to make the proper good quality stuff that I'm wanting to in the future. Granted, it might take some more time than knocking out a YTP reaction in one day, or just like that, firing them off. It might take longer, but the quality of the video is better, and I think really quality over quantity works every single time, so it really has to just come from that to me. I guess what I'm saying is YTP reactions for me had their benefits. They were the pinnacle, they were prime me in the past, if you really want to make that argument. They probably were prime and, you know, fundamental my old channel in the past, but that's the old times, and it's kind of out with the old, in with the new, because really I don't want that sort of associated with me anymore. I think doing the creative works that come from me, I can say I'm fully proud of, because I've made it entirely myself. It's not comprised of elements of something that's already existent in its own right and adding something to it. I think I could fully just put parts integrated that I wanted to and just intertwine them. This is probably the most honest and emotional video that I've ever made in my entire history of being on YouTube. It is difficult to make, because even though I'm prepped for it, I know the absolute shitstorm that will probably happen in the comments for this, and how much people are going to want to just kill me outright. I've changed, I've grown beyond it, it's had its heyday, and it's time we just put it to bed and go on with different things now, and I'm on to bigger things. I've got ambition beyond that I'm not just going to sit formulate back in a chair and just fake laugh at stuff that's not even really that funny or up my alley anymore. And we haven't even gotten to my gaming channel Hectic yet. I discussed on Mr. Pizza's podcast briefly when he asked me about my gaming channel, and it's just sitting there still. It's been a couple months since that podcast, and I'm still planning on integrating series on that, so I have to split off attention to that, and that's been in the back of my mind. So once I can get that underway, I feel like everyone's going to enjoy the gaming stuff as well, and then I can sort of bridge the gap, and then both fan bases will be happy, so I can get a gamer audience and I can get the reaction based, and we'll fuse together and it'll become this great partnership. That's the end goal, that's the blueprint for this. But in summary, April YTP reactions are finished forever. It was fun while it lasted, I enjoy it. If you want to give it some fan art send-off or something, or possibly just a tribute video, or even if you want to make a compilation of highlights of best reactions I'd ever done to YTPs back when I found them funny, you can go ahead and do that for sure. I'll definitely acknowledge them. It's not like I'm erasing those old YouTube poop reactions and pretending I never did them. So yeah, you can go ahead and make your own tribute stuff in your own way, but I'd like to just move on beyond that now. In summary, I hope this cleared up some stuff for everyone. I'm sorry for anyone who is upset, but things had to just change this way, and I think it's for the better. But anyway, see you in the next video, everyone. Stay safe.